Let's dive into a thorough explanation of the head-to-head game mode. Essentially, it is a round-based 1v1 game mode. There are potentially 3 rounds per match. Each round is 3 minutes long, and the score to win one round is 5. When rounds begin, the map, including weapons and power-up, all reset. Speaking of power-up, it's called Sense. Picking up Sense will activate Radar for a consistent 20 seconds, regardless of life or death. When it's all said and done, the player with the most kills wins. When the first 2 rounds in the match is over, split the first 2 rounds, and a third and final round is played. As mentioned earlier, the player with the most kills at the end of the match will win the match. In other words, you could win round 1, lose round 2, and win round 3 and still lose due to the overall kill count. Let's use the finals from our first head-to-head challenge as an example. Just like in this tournament, the winner is determined in the best of 3 matches, with each match on a different map. So match 1 of the finals was to be played on Fault Line, match 2 on Devotion, and if necessary, match 3 on Transgression. Just a brief description of the final. It featured Undead versus Lasers. Both were champion ranked players in the head-to-head playlist. Lasers was champion 2 and Undead was champion 9. Undead will win round 1 with a decisive 5-1 victory before time expires. Round 2, Lasers gets in the groove and claims victory with a 3-2 score. Unfortunately, he does not get the 4th kill as time expired just before he was able to finish off Undead. With both players winning a round, the overall score is 7-4 in favor of Undead. The third and final round of match 1 on Fault Line goes down to the last few seconds. Lasers wins the round with a score of 3-1, effectively winning 2 rounds to Undead's 1, but the overall score was 8-7, still in favor of Undead. Therefore, Undead is the winner of match 1 on Fault Line. We head to match 2 on Devotion. Undead once again will win round 1 with a score of 5-1. Round 2 will not reach the 5 kill limit as time expires, with Undead in the lead 4-2. Round 3 is not needed, as round 1 and 2 were both won by Undead, giving him a 2-0 victory in the match and a 2-0 series victory against Lasers. It's also worth noting, should a round end in a tie, 30 seconds of overtime is granted. The match will end regardless of score after that 30 seconds or when a player reaches the 5 kill score limit. Yes, it is possible to tie a round if there is not a score leader when the 30 seconds of overtime expires. To sum it all up, breaking down each match on a map into 3 rounds helps the games keep moving at a fast pace. It also resets the power-up and power weapons to prevent players from using a power position to win an entire match. In my opinion, it's an excellent spin on the typical 1v1 game type, and we have Blaze and the folks up at 343 to thank for this rework of the game type.